Hi friends, in this video I am going to help you understand how should you attempt the mock test. Guys, civil services prelims examination is just 3 months away and most of the aspirants must have started taking the mock test. And you will be investing a lot of time in the next 3 months in mock test. But if you do not know how to exactly attempt those mocks, you will not be able to use the mock test to the fullest extent. So this video is made with an aim to help you understand how to extract maximum out of the mock test. Guys, okay, before we understand how to attempt the mock test, let us first try to understand what is the purpose of mock test. The purpose of mock test is twofold. The purpose of mock test, let me just explain you. Okay, so purpose of mock test. Okay, let me just write purpose of mock test. Okay, so purpose of mock test is twofold. The first purpose is the most important purpose, is to help you identify. Okay, it is to help you identify the knowledge gap. Knowledge gap. This knowledge gap can be of two types. That can be current knowledge gap, or that can be static basic knowledge gap. Okay, the second is to identify or to understand, not identify, basically to understand test temperament. Okay, to understand test temperament. Okay, this is very important. Guys, let me tell you, in UPSC examination, if I have scored around 146, I have scored around 139, this is not just because of knowledge. This is 50% because of knowledge and 50% it is because of my test temperament. Okay, I had a very good test temperament. Test temperament, what do I mean when I say test temperament? Test temperament is how do I carry myself during the test, during the 2 hours. Okay, during the 2 hours of examination, what is my mental framework? How do I decide which questions I need to attempt first, which questions I need to leave, where I need to guess, where I need to eliminate options? That is a intuition which you have to develop in the next 90 days. You have to develop it. Okay, so the purpose is what? Knowledge and test temperament both. So the mock test which you will be taking in the next 90 days, it should help you in both identifying the knowledge gap and also identifying the or understanding the yourself, your test temperament, and building that, not just understanding the test temperament, but to build the right test temperament. Okay, so guys, let me tell you, many of you are confused. Sir, while taking the test, what should I focus more? Should I focus more on accuracy, or should I more focus on attempts? Okay, that is the basic dilemma in the minds of most of the aspirants. Guys, let me tell you what you should do in the initial phase. I'll write that into two phases. Phase 1 is the initial phase. Initial phase means next 60 days, and then comes phase 2, which is the last 30 days. Okay, so in the initial phase of your mock test, which is in the month of February, March, April, that is the initial phase of your mock test. Mock test I have divided into two phases. Phase 1 is the first 60 days, which is the month of March, April, and then the last month, which is the month of exam, which is the May month. So in initial phase, what you need to do is that you should focus more on accuracy. While taking the mock test, you should not focus more on attempts. You should focus more on accuracy, and you need to build at least 80% accuracy. Guys, why I am saying that in initial mock test you should not focus more on attempts? Suppose I take a mock test of 100 questions. And suppose I tried to have an accuracy rate of 80% and I just attempted around 70 questions. I just attempted around 70 questions and my accuracy rate was around 80%. Then what will be the result of that? First of all, I will get to know exactly that 30 questions, there is a knowledge gap. Suppose I on the other hand, suppose I am taking a lot of guess in the mock test and I can increase this 70 attempt to 90 attempt also. I can increase the 70 attempt to 90 attempt also in my initial phase, and might be the 20 questions, which, because I knew only 70 but I attempted 90. So in these 20 questions I can get 10 correct and 10 wrong. So I will have a false perception that I know these 10 questions correctly. I know this 10 questions correctly, so I will not work on my knowledge gap. I will not work on my knowledge gap because I have a false sense. I have a false sense of myself that I know those 10 questions also out of those 20 questions which I was not knowing while in exam, but I took a guess and 10 of my guess were correct. So that might create a false perception in your mind and you will not work on the knowledge gap. So it is my request to all the UPSC aspirant who are taking the mock test, in the first phase, in the first cycle of mock test, first 30-40 mock test, you focus more on accuracy. Once you focus more on accuracy, what is going to happen is that once you develop the accuracy level of 80%, it is very easy to increase the attempt percentage. It is very easy to increase the attempt percentage, but it is very difficult to increase the accuracy percentage. How many of you agree? Guys, suppose my accuracy is just 50%. It is very difficult for me to increase my accuracy percentage, guys. But if my accuracy is very high, I just need to attempt more. It is very easy to do this. So in the initial phase of your exam mock test preparation, you should focus more on accuracy, and in the last month, what you need to do is that you start taking more and more risk. You can start taking more and more risk and you can increase your attempt in the last phase of mock practice. You will understand that yes, once you start attempting more, might be your accuracy level will dip. Might be it will come till 75. Max it can go to 70. But on the other hand, if you try to attempt more in the beginning only, so you will lose two ways. One, you will lose that you will not understand the knowledge gap, and second, you will lose because you will not be able to increase your accuracy rate because it is very difficult to increase the accuracy rate, but it is very easy to increase the number of attempts. So guys, be very careful while you take mocks. You should be very clear why I am taking this mock. I am taking this mock to identify my mistakes. I am taking this mock to identify my knowledge gap. Knowledge gap is more important because every mock you should learn at least 30 to 40 new concepts so that you can fill those knowledge gaps which have high chances to come in the exam. Guys, and here I would like to tell you that in my Optima test, I am only giving those important topics which are expected to come in the exam. So thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care.